Today we install the reverse osmosis system and check if it's worth it. And make sure you follow all the steps because they're all important. While Jackson trying to figure out what is going on, this is what we got in our package. By the way, all the tools and materials will be listed in the description below this video. Let's get to the installation. For the installation of the reverse osmosis system, you will need to have a hole in your countertop. In our case, we're gonna replace this device because we don't use it much. And in your case, if you don't have the hole, you may need to drill it, or in some cases, you can use the air gap that's used for the dishwasher. In that case, you're gonna have to reroute the dishwasher drain and install the faucet for the reverse osmosis system. Or in the worst case scenario, you're gonna have to drill the hole, and if you don't know how to do it, this is the link on the video how you can do that. There are washers pre-installed, and before we screw this in, I'd like to apply the waterproof grease, just a notch. When opening the filter, it's okay to have some water inside because the unit is pre-tested before it's shipped. Now it's time to install it under the sink. We empty the area and let's start with shutter valve. First of all, shut off the water. Manufacturer provides with the splitter equipped with all necessary adapters. Depends on what the type of the shutter valve you have and the faucet. You can use this adapter. In our case it's 3/8 from each side. So you undo this adapter, screw it in from this side. You don't have to use any Teflon tape because there is a washers. And when you have the washer, you never use the Teflon tape. Just screw it in, make sure it's tight, and you will have the proper splitter. It goes on the shutter valve, and this is where your faucet will be connected. And this is the connection for our reverse osmosis system. Make sure you don't go cross-thread. Carefully screw it on. Here you go. And also do not over tighten it, because in that case you may damage the plastic thread over here. I like to do the quarter turn after I hand tight it, but again, if you don't feel it's okay, don't do it. Here you go, that should be enough. So this piece is movable. Even after you secured it, you can still turn it. This is our faucet line, it goes on top. Basically, we can test it now if you turn it off. So now the shutter valve for the reverse osmosis system is perpendicular, that means it's off, and we can turn this valve on. And let's see if there are any leaks. Here you go, that's a good sign. We can continue with our installation. It is actually up to you. You can just put the filters on the floor in the cabinet, but I want to hang it, so I did my measurements. The screws are also provided in the package. That should be enough. Let's take our filters and try to put it on. Here you go. And like I said, it's actually your decision, but I prefer when the filters are hanging. Our reverse osmosis system will have the waste, and for that we need to install the drain. This is our bracket, also provided in a package, and we're gonna have to add this waste line to our existing drain line. Start with applying this seal over here. And now using 1/4 inch drill bit, drill the drain line. This is our access to the drain line. I will insert our waste line into this bracket this way, so it barely goes out of the bracket. If you pull the pipe too far in, that will catch all the grease and all the stuff you put in the drain line. At this point, next step would be preferably pre-wash of the filters. You don't have to do that, but if you want to do this, I have the separate video for that. You can check it out over here. I'll skip this step and we will proceed with the installation. So this is our drain line. We're gonna have to connect it over there on the back side of the filtration system. Our filter's already filled up with water because we did the pre-wash cycle. We put the drain line over here. I don't like cut the pipes much. You can determine as you go if you want to cut it or not. I'd like to keep them at the length that's provided initially, and then over the time you determine if you need to cut it or not, because when you do the maintenance you're gonna have to take the filtration system out, and if the pipe is too short it's gonna be hard to do. Also, that's the time to prepare our tank. The manufacturer provided the Teflon tape. I wouldn't suggest to put too much, because if you over apply it, it can crack this plastic and you will have the leak in the future. So I will apply 3 to 5 turns. That should be enough. Basically, there is a washer. That means you do not necessarily have to apply the Teflon tape, but I just put a little bit just in case. Right, without using any tools, I'm just gonna screw it in. Again, do not over tighten it, just make sure it's tight. Here you go. Alright, based on my space under the kitchen sink, my tank will go to the left corner, and I'd like to put the pipe behind the garbage disposal. Everything is color coded, so you can see the yellow edge over here and yellow color over here. That means this is connected to the tank. When almost all the pipes are installed, we're ready to install our faucet and secure it from the bottom. And when the faucet is installed, you connect it to the blue connector. It's not enough of space for me to film, but you can see that the pipe comes from the faucet to this last connection. Now at this point the system is installed, but as you remember, I told you that I'm gonna install the auto shut-off valve. If there is a leak, it will shut the system off automatically. And this is how this device looks like. And in order to properly install it, we're gonna have to cut this red pipe somewhere over here. Now we're gonna do it further down and put this device somewhere here, because I still want this pipe to allow me to do the maintenance in the future. So there is a special tablet. Take it out of the package. When it gets wet, it expands, and put this lever up, and in that case the system is shut down. So we put the tablet here, lock it, and using our utility knife, cut it somewhere here. Remember, our water is off. Despite that, there is still some residue after the pre-wash. That's totally normal. Make sure your cut is sharp with even edges. Insert one pipe in. This is the inlet, this is the outlet. So this side comes to the filter, and this one comes from the shut-off valve. Here you go. We will also put the locks. Here you go. And screw it to the floor. This is how it looks when it's secured. And now when everything is connected, it's time to turn the water on. Let's turn it on. At this time we're checking for leaks, and also we're gonna have to turn on the faucet in order to release the air from the system, fill out this whole system. And when we will see the water over here, it's gonna take us some time, because now this whole system is filling up, our tank is filling up. Also make sure that the shut-off valve is aligned with the line. That means it's on. You can see that our mineralization is still dry. That means the system is not completely full, and basically only the flow from this faucet will tell us that it finally filled up. You can see how slowly the filter is filling up, just because it goes through all the stages in the filtration system. We have 6 stages over here, and this is, in my opinion, one of the optimal money-wise and quality-wise system. Again, all the tools and materials will be listed in the description below this video, and we're almost done here. Here you go. So let it run for 3 to 5 minutes and then shut the faucet off. And you may think it's done, but you're not. You're gonna have to wait an hour till the tank is completely full, then turn the faucet on, drain the system, turn the faucet back off, wait another hour to hour and a half, and drain it one more time. As soon as you drain the system 2 times, the system is ready to use. And only after that you can use your system. And if you want to know if this system is worth it or not, check out this video and I'll see you in the next one.